beautiful $3,000-$4,000 instrument and just I can bend this high E to the low E side.
Yeah.
Just no, it should not be that
Just by
way.
looking at it.
I have Jedi powers now. I can bend strings with my mind.
Oh yeah, I like 11 gauge strings too. 10 maybe I could deal with, but
yeah, I was 10 to 52 forever. Now I've gone to 11 to 54 and Diodario NYXL. So now I'm spending more, but it's so worth it.
Yeah,
they're great strings.
Yeah, they are great.
Which we'll have to do an episode on. We'll probably do many episodes on strings over time, but get into that another time.
I think I'm the only person I know that always breaks strings playing rhythm. I don't like that.
That's an awesome thing. I mean, unless you break it on your backup too and have no tag, then you're just.
No, I usually don't do one at a time.
One at a time.
But it's always like spanking funk rhythm that I'll break like a D string. Like
nice.
I don't break a high E necessarily doing bends. I'm careful with those, but
just on a chordal strike, just check and done.
Yeah, I whip them so hard.
Making Nile Rodgers proud, man.
Oh, for sure. That's what I try. He probably doesn't break strings though.
No, he's too cool to break strings.
Yeah. If he breaks a string, it's on purpose.
For effect. I meant to do that. Of course. Let's. The next one on the guitar side would be the Mustang, which, especially if you're in that grunge, post-rock, punk world, you definitely know the Mustang. Introduced in '64, they made them until 1982. That was different from it was actually another student guitar like the Duosonic or the Music Master. It differed in that it had the offset waist compared to the Duosonic. And actually, after the Mustang came out, then the Duosonic and Music Master kind of adopted the slightly offset waist thing as well. What I noticed
this part you're talking about,
it kind of like on a Jaguar or a Jazzmaster, sort of. It's a little offset towards the bottom of the body, and maybe on the top horn just a tiny bit too. Mm-hmm. That still amuses me. The tiny, short, stubby horns on the Mustang and the Duosonic. Love it. The one thing I noticed right when I unpacked this thing right out the bat was it's missing. Well, not missing. It just didn't feature the usual Mustang controls in the past, which was two little three-way switches, not like the toggle that's on these.
The little plastic slider switches.
Yeah,
those confuse the hell out of me.
Yeah, I mean, they gave it great variety, which I found funny for a student guitar, but that you could make it turn on both pickups in phase, out of phase, and various combinations, which was cool. But I like the strip-down thing they've done with this reissue of the Mustang, which is just the two single coils, both slanted, and a three-way switch, master tone, master volume. It is pretty bitchin'. It is alder body, and like the Duosonic, it's 24-inch scale neck, 9.5-inch radius. This comes with a maple fretboard. They have a dual P90 version.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Nice.
I was waiting for those to come in, and they just didn't. But well, again, like with the Duosonic humbucker version, I'll bring in the Mustang 90 at the same time, and hopefully we'll get someone from Fender on the horn to talk to us. But yeah, this one's master volume, master tone, the three-way switch, pickups, and that's it. Let's try it on clean since I forgot to take that off.
Actually, I like it here. Turn this up a little bit. So on both of these, the selector switch is in this is right by the bottom horn, which is kind of a mixed blessing. It's very cool for especially the kind of playing that I do. To like, you could quickly just switch it to whatever, but you got to be careful not to slam into it as you're strumming, because it's kind of, if you tend to play by the like base of the neck, by the neck pickup like I do.
Yeah. So it might be a problem for some funk players and ska players who are right up on the neck. But as we were actually mentioning that before we went on air, that other guitars that have that lower horn switch, like say the Starcaster or some like the Guild Starfire, not a problem. But because these were smaller body guitars meant for students, it's cramped up closer, and it does become a problem.
What does a 12-year-old know about nasty funk anyway?
That's true as hell, yeah. So I'm gonna get up on this thing here. Turn that overdrive back on.
That's it. It's bunky.
This thing is fun. Of course, it did. This did find its way into many grunge, post-punk, punk players as well. Kurt Cobain did play one on the modified Mustang on the In Utero tour. These days, it's in the hands of Ty Segall. God, who else? I know Belinda from My Bloody Valentine played one. Thurston Moore and Lee Ronaldo of Sonic Youth, I think, played them. They're more famous for the Jazz Masters, Jaguars they played, but I think they did pick these up too. Mark Arm from Mudhoney.
Do you know what the mod was on Cobain's?
I want to say it was a Seymour Duncan JB in the bridge.
Nice.
Yeah, and they actually did make a signature model for him in 2012. Oh, yeah, I did write it down here, yeah. With the Seymour Duncan bridge pickup and Adjustomatic bridge.
That's a single coil?
No, that was a humbucker,
humbucker?
Yeah,
Nice.
I put one in my Strat. I love it. Nice, rich harmonics on that. And this one's been, the Mustang has been reissued several times too. And actually they made the modern player version in 2013 with P90s. So it's, again, when we get the P90 version, I want to ask them what's the difference between that one and the new one. But this thing is pretty awesome. It feels comfortable. It's that 24-inch scale, great to play on.
I like the laminated maple neck.
Yeah, it feels great, and it of course, especially if you grew up with Fender, I mean the new modern C shape. Well, I don't know how new it is, but comfortable as hell to play on. Easy, just nice and easy.
Very, very cool.
All right, now the last one that we have out of these is the Mustang Bass, which has PJ pickups. So the Mustang Bass did originally come out in 1966. They made it till 81. It's a short scale, which on bass means 30-inch. The original one was reissued by Fender in 2002, and then Squier did a version, and another Fender version in a Pawn Shop series in 2013. But this new one has a passive P-bass pickup in the middle, a J-bass pickup in the neck, and just volume, tone, and a three-way switch. Simple, easy to get right to what you want. Oh, and before I forget, the Mustang single coil that we were just playing cost $499.99, and it comes in black, olive, or Olympic white with maple fretboard.
We forgot to tune this, didn't we?
I thought I did. I could definitely be wrong.
Maybe that's just my playing.
No. Although I do appreciate the grooves in the heart.
I'm driving it a little bit. Hold on a second.
Also, the drive is still on.
Oh, the drive is still on?
Now it's off.
And Tino's going to start making fun of me. That's not how you slap. White boy. Oh, I'm not going to turn your microphone on. You're just going to make fun of me.
It's turning into a roast.
Oh man, Bootsy would. If Bootsy was not with us, then he would turn over in his grave. James Brown is turning over his grave right now.
You want to give this thing a shot? Hot shot?
Oh, you guys, your show, man. I just got to chime in every so often.
Tino is the only one here who is actually a bass player.
No, Eric's a bass player.
You're the bass player?
I'm a guitarist who thinks he can play bass. So
we're all that.
Yeah.
The difference between us and Florentino is he can't play guitar to save his life.
No,
so he's by de facto a bass player.
Yeah, I can only handle one string at a time, man.
No less Claypool playing for you.
Wow, it's so like small.
Right, yeah. Yeah, the 30-inch.
It's not something you want to hear from your girl. That's all I got to do. Woohoo. I've been
so small,
that kind of stuff today, huh?
But it's so handy.
Yeah, it's a trip to get used to the short scale, but it's still got the nice full low end.
It's really easy to play. I don't always play bass, my friends, but when I do, it's a Fender Jazz bass, and that thing is like a baseball bat.
Oh yeah,
compared to this.
Yeah, the full 34-inch scale, of course. Well, it's funny though. At the Billy Sheehan event, I was asking about the loose-side acrylic basses, and he said, "Oh, those things the Dan Armstrongs were short scale. And those things are not impractical at all." Like, but so many people play them. They make use out of it.
Were they short scale?
I think they are 30-inch. The copies I got are 30-inch. I'm pretty sure the Dan Armstrongs are 30-inch scale.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Right?
Here, if you're actually a bass player,
in theory,
prove it. I'm just embarrassing myself.
Oh snap! Don't give me any other beatboxing now either, dude.
I have a very, very limited set of skills, and none of these is one of them. Not beatboxing, not bass playing.
None of that? No?
No, where are they made? I might have missed that as I'm going through switching and all this other fun stuff over here in the video in Facebook Live land. By the way, this is our first day doing this with Facebook Live and simulcast with our normal stream, so it's pretty cool. We got a few folks on there, and
awesome.
We had a pretty crazy day with Danny Seraphine and our good friend Bill Champlin from the band CTA, formerly of Chicago, and they came on, and it was a crazy day. So this is kind of our historic day. We're kind of light. We didn't do a whole lot of promotion of this particular one, but hopefully people who just joined in are enjoying seeing the video to go along with the audio.
See our faces until I had no follow-up to that. I just brain farted at the end of a joke. That was awful.
That's all right. We're going to be going into a commercial here, so you could gather your thoughts.
Yes.
I will play.
Thoughts.
I will play a distorted bass into commercial then. Oh, it's not going through the effects. Never mind.
Yeah. That one was just going direct in. But when we come back, we're going to check out all these beautiful pedals from Keeley Electronics. We got a compressor. We got a Overdrive. Oh, this sweet dark side Pink Floyd-y thing.
And the delay workstation. Pretty much all of them except for the dark side out of the Workstation series, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
All right, so this has been Sharpen the Axe on EnterTalkRadio.com.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
This is Jackie Bertoni from Jackie's Groove. Come join me weekly on my journey through the music business as I take you behind the velvet rope, interviewing industry notables such as Al Di Meola, Michael McDonald, and Al Jarreau, to name but a few. Listen to their stories on being in the studios recording #1 hits and onto the stages throughout the globe. Allow me to be your music historian. You can hear me live every Monday at 2 p.m. and every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time or 24/7 on jackiesgroove.com. Ready to get your groove on?
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on EnterTalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
Hey, it's Tracy Smith
and Beth Venus
of Girls Talk Rock right here on the EnterTalk Radio Network.
Every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific.
Okay, Beth, they know that, but we want you to know that the industry pro's choice is Silver Tiger Production.
SDP is a full-service production agency offering sound, lighting, installations, talent buying, staffing, backline equipment rental, and sales. Kapow!
It's everything in the entertainment performance industry. It's all that. SilverTigerProduction.com.
Welcome to Sharpen the Axe. Explore the bleeding edge of guitar and bass gear, discover a sound uniquely your own, and cut through the noise with your hosts, Eric Lucero and Paul Berezetsky.
And we're back.
What's up?
See, that wasn't that bad.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Just a little something to pay the bills around here.
All right. Going into it, we have 3 pedals made by Robert Keeley here in Keeley Electronics. First one here, the...
sorry, before you jump in there,
oh, sure.
How long has they been a pedal making company? Because I found out about Robert Keeley back when he was doing all these mods, and you have to mail away
right.
your pedal to him, like a Boss pedal. He would take all these stock Boss pedals and swap out the resistors and all that, and give you back something that sounded 10 times better. And I actually still have a Keeley modded Boss blues driver.
I had that same one for a bit. Yeah, the Keeley blues driver. I see him pop up on Reverb every now and then. It's tempting to snag one.
I don't use it that much as a main overdrive. What I've been using it for is in always in pair with a Boss octave.
Okay.
And the way I have them hooked up, they're like right next to each other, where I just like slam on them both together with my foot, and it's like together those two are just like 2 peas in a pod. They sound freaking awesome. I dig that.
Yeah, the overdrive, nice overdrive at an octave. What's not to love about that? But
so when did they become like a full-fledged pedal company? Do you know by any chance?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, it has to be at least 10
years
I
or so,
figure.
right?
Yeah,
that would have been my
more.
guess too.
Yeah, and he's actually been putting out a lot of great stuff lately. I think Keeley actually influenced a lot of the other pedal makers.
That's what it seems like, because he was like the first one I've heard about that you could just take stock pedals and modify them. And since then, I found out about other people doing it, and then all these boutique companies just spraying out like mushrooms overnight.
I remember,
it seems.
Pretty much. I remember going to the Pedal Expo in L.A., and they had like a panel of some of the makers, and Josh from JHS and Jamie from Earthquaker, I think both said something along the lines, I could be wrong, I hope I'm not putting words in your guys' mouth, but that they owed it all up to Robert Keeley and all the stuff he did, and maybe to some degree Brian Wampler as well, of Wampler, when he was still I think it was Indie Guitarist, and he put out that How to Modify and Build Pedals book. But the strides that actually all those companies have made are incredible, and yeah, a lot of it is probably owed to Keeley being one of the original of this current wave of boutique pedal guys, and he's been putting out great new stuff. These three are definitely part of that. The Tone Workstation is first, which has a compressor in it. The middle section, the drive boost section, has his 1962 British Overdrive circuit or the Katana boost circuit in there. And the third side is Red Dirt Overdrive, pretty much, with either the Mod Plus or the Baked. And that was actually what we were using earlier with the Duosonic and Mustang, was the Red Dirt side on the Baked. After that, we got in line the Dark side. This thing is a trip, and as you can tell by the artwork and the name, it is modeled after the David Gilmour sound. The right hand is the fuzz side, which kind of big muff based or op amp circuit based. It's got a filter for the tone side, fuzz, a level, and a three-way switch that gives you flat, full, or scooped sound. And then the other side of the pedal, the mod side, has flanger rotary, delay, or phase U-vibe sound with controls for level, rate for flange rotary phase U-vibe mode, when that pot is feedback for delay mode, depth for flange rotary U-vibe phase. That knob is then time on the delay. And what is the blend for the modulation is the tape head choice on the delay side. And he chose the multiple tape head, basically emulating the Benson Echo Rec, which is what Gilmour used. Four head, or that was a rotary drum thing with 4 tape heads equally spaced. And you can choose, head 1, head 2, head 3, head 4 individually or in different combinations. So you can get some trippy sounds out of that. And last in line is the Delay Workstation, which is reverb and delay in one box. You have 8 different reverbs, 8 different delays, and then blend control, time, feedback, and the morph on the delay side, and on the reverb, blend, decay, pre-delay, and morph as well. So, and they're not huge boxes either. Keeley's made them quite compact.
Yeah.
They are dense, though, when you do pick them up. I mean, there's a lot in there. Yeah, I don't know what more to say about it. Might as well let the people hear what they sound like.
Let's do it.
Choose your weapon, Paul.
I'll go for the Mustang because it's closer.
Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally.
Oh, you totally just cut me.
You were sneezing over there with it, blowing your nose.
Hey man, I'm here on sick day, man.
Yeah, Tino should be home in bed, but he's a trooper.
He is. We do appreciate his presence and helping us out, especially with the live streaming. And
yeah, this is crazy.
I just remember there's cameras at me now.
You are. You're being blasted all over the internet, including Pitbull Audios.
All over the internet.
Facebook page.
Hi, guys. Hello. So that is, well, the drive's on there, but we'll turn on just the compression. The drive. I do appreciate that Keeley has included on the compression side is there's a switch in the compression control section that allows you to add treble, to add some brightness. So there's without, and here's with.
I'm just can't decide on the selector. Let me hear it without the bright.
And switch on.
Yeah, adds a little edge to it.
Just a little bit, yeah. So we'll turn the treble off, and now on the middle section you can switch between, like I said, the 1962, which is that British overdrive, or a clean boost. So here's with the overdrive, and the compression's still on. And here's the Katana clean boost side. In which the level control just becomes a boost amount. So I turned it up to about 3/4 of the way there.
Nice.
Right? Now, I'll turn that drive boost off. Now, let's hear the red dirt side of it. So that's the red dirt side, and that's with tone and at noon, and the gain at about 2 o'clock. Now there's the mod plus and baked switch, the baked being high gain. So here's the normal. We had it on the baked. Here's the normal. Nice. Here, we just went back on. Nice. So that was with both the red dirt overdrive on and the 1962 on. Let's move on now to the dark side. This thing's a ton of fun.
Uh-oh.
So let's turn on the fuzz. Now, that I left it in the full position on that mini toggle, but just hold out a chord so I can show them what the filter does. That's filter all the way down. Now hit it again. That's filter all the way open. So it pretty much acts like a tone control. So
Yeah.
I have it all the way open here, and I rolled it back, and you could hear it mellow out. Now with it all the way open, let's give that was on full. Let's try the flat. And now scooped. Nice. So I kind of like the flats. I'm going to leave it on there. Now we're going to turn on the trippy part. All right, what do you want to try first, Paul? flange rotary, phase U vibe, or the delay?
U vibe.
U vibe. Right? So the way it works out here, if you have the blend in the middle with the, you can turn it all the way right for U vibe and left for phaser. So this is on U vibe.
Can I hear that clean, actually?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the compression we're keeping on from the Keeley.
Yeah.
Keep playing. I'm going to slowly blend it to the phaser.
That's cool.
Slow down the rate a little.
So you're not really switching from one effect to the other. You could kind of blend from one to the other.
And actually, when we first turned it on, it was pretty much just right at, like, not even between noon and 1 o'clock. It was here earlier. So now this is full just phaser. Now let's try the flange rotary. So when I turn it on here, it's going to be on the flanger. Keep playing. I'll start moving it slowly to the rotary mode.
Cool.
Pretty neat, right? Put that fold there.
That's the rotary. I could kind of hear it speeding up.
Yeah, and I actually like that it kind of had a delayed, like Leslie that's braking or speeding up kind of has that little delay, so slow it down. A little faster than
that doesn't have foot controls for that, right? You just have to do it with the knob.
There actually is an expression input, which dumb me, I forgot our Mission EP1.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm sorry, Paul Shedden.
We don't have enough space on this desk anyway.
Yeah, we're running out. There are more Keeley workstations. So when we bring the other ones in, I'll bring the EP1 in to mess with these. But another cool feature on this, now that we're looking at the expression jack, is he actually included a insert and included a cable to take it out, so you can actually put other effects into this, because it has that like on a like inserting effects into a channel on a mixing board.
Oh. Huh.
So it's got the tip ring sleeve, the TRS input right there next to the expression, so you can put in whatever else. I mean, there's so much on this already. I don't know, another modulation, tremolo, whatever you want. Stick another fuzz circuit in there if you want to stack them.
And then you could use the controls on the pedal to affect that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, say you put in a boost, you know, you have the boost level separated, and then when you want to kick it in, you have to actually kick on that separate pedal. But it is a neat feature to add additional effects into the dark side. So props to you, Mr. Keeley.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Now we're going to get trippy, and we're going to go to the delay. So I have it, let's see. I'm pretty sure I have it at number 7, which is just head 3 and 4. But let's go to 8, which is heads 1 and 3. So it can get pretty spacey, as you can tell.
It's like there's cool harmonics going on, and
yeah, as it drifts up. I also have the feedback set fairly long, so you do kind of get a little bit of oscillation starting. And that is program 10 according to the mode select here, which is heads 1, 2, and 3. I got the time at about noon and the rate at just before 3 o'clock. So, I mean, you can get pretty trippy pretty damn quick on the dark side here. There we go.
Watch out for the sign up ahead. You are now entering the Sharpen the Axe zone. You know, if you let this guy go on, he'll be playing the tones forever, dude.
It's like, I listened to so much of that like spacey stuff that just kind of started getting drifted into it. Like, oh, I like this. Oh crap, I have a radio show to talk on. Yeah, wait a minute.
Let's hear the reverb.
Oh, yeah. So the third one that we're going into is actually another delay. It's the delay workstation. So this has
we were still on dark side, huh?
Oh yeah, we were still on dark side. We haven't even jumped into this thing.
We got one more pedal to play with.
Oh yeah, we got enough time here.
Yeah, when you get Paul on the dark side,
don't give me a Pink Floyd delay pedal ever.
I'll note that for future. Yeah, this last one, the delay workstation, has reverb and delay. The 8 different reverbs, 8 different delays. It has tap tempo and separate on-offs for the delay and reverb. So what looks good here? We'll do, you know what? Let's do a shimmer reverb. People seem to like those.
That's what the kids are into these days.
Right.
Take them to church.
Got your church work.
And the morph in this case, the morph does different things depending what you got it set on. So with the shimmer, it's the amount of octave up. So let's put it on full. Nice. So let's turn on the delay along with it. We'll actually set this to a hall reverb, something a little more normal. And on the hall, the morph controls the toner warmth. So here it is, maxed out. Minimized. And now we'll turn on the delay, which is on an analog delay.
Can I hear that with some a little drive?
Yeah, sure. Nice. So they got one on here that's I use on one of my other delays. Has a pitch setting. Let's give this a try. I'm curious to see what you do.
Nice.
So the morph, in this case, adjusts the octave, down, left, up, right. So I have it going about 2 o'clock on the right-hand side.
So it's just octaving the reverb, right? Not the note you're playing.
Oh, it's the delay on this one.
The delay.
Yeah, so the repeats
so just
are
the tail.
octave, yeah.
Super cool. Right. We're getting short on time here. We got about a minute left.
Each of these are $2.99 each.
Cool.
Yeah, they're...
You read my mind.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask too. I think I got $2.99. I just give it to you now.
Yeah,
can you choose though? Which one can you choose? $2.99.
You have to choose one, Paul.
I would just throw them in the dark sack and
one
just
pedal to control them.
Pull one out.
One pedal to control
to
them
rule
all.
them all. That's right. Very cool, and I guess you could find them at Pitbull Audio.
Yes, indeed. Come on in. Come talk to me, Eric, and I will try them out and see what you like.
Maybe next time I'll let you play the guitar too a little bit.
I play a little bit of guitar.
I totally had it set up for Eric because last time Eric played, and then all of a sudden we had to do camera switching.
I was hogging it this time.
I hogged it last time, so it's all good.
Yeah, it'll all balance out in the end. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been Sharpen the Axe
with me, Eric Lucero, and
Paul Berezeski. EnterTalkRadio.com and Florentino, don't forget.
Yeah, just kind of chiming in here on the video.
So we'll see you guys next week. with more goodies.
Plenty more goodies.
You know what's all around you every waking moment of your life? Marketing. You're choking on it. I'm Scott Robertson, and when it comes to strategic PR, branding, and marketing, I've seen it all. And actually, I'm still seeing it because bad marketing never sleeps.